The surviving member, Connor. Chief, officer. Lance nods to the police chief and police officer that he sees. Lance, we figured that it might be easier for you to find your sister if you have someone helping you with your mission. So, here you are, the chief says as they walk into a room. Lance sees a guy in the corner loading a magazine into an assault rifle before he turns around and Lance sees him. Lance smiles and realizes that it's Connor, but deputized. The two walk to each other and Connor holds out his hand. Nice to be working with you, he says warmly. Yeah, you as well, Lance says while smiling. Lance, the forensics team has the results back. They're ready for you now, the chief says. Lance nods and signals for Connor to follow him. The three walk into the lab, and the forensic scientist walks forward and she greets Lance warmly. The fingerprints match a criminal who goes by the name of Viper. Here's his picture, the woman says. The son of a Yakuza member that was killed by the Ronin 2 years ago, the forensic scientist says to the three as she looks up at them. What's he doing over here? Connor asks. Most likely a fresh start, the chief says. There was a discarded rifle outside the building where the hostage situation was a few days ago, and the prints match Viper's. The forensic scientist tells the trio. So, this must mean that he's a hero for hire type, the chief says. Any updates on Viper? Lance asks. The woman looks at Lance and tells him that he was cloud kitting to Port Chester an hour after Anna's kidnapping the night before. With a little luck, the forensic scientist says before she's cut off. Whoa, Audrey. Remember what I told you when you first started working here? Never rely on luck, the chief says. Audrey nods and the three look at Lance. I'll supervise this investigation, the chief says. I'll be the extra muscle, Connor assures Lance while nodding. And I'll run forensics on anything you find. I'll be the girl in the chair, Audrey says while scrunching her nose. We also have detectives at this department and others searching the city, the chief says. Lance nods before saying, let's get down to business. Stay strong. Anna snaps awake and her eyes dart back and forth. Her breathing is panicked before she looks around. She's in a bed. Not a flimsy, but comfy bed. Her room is all white, with a circular window letting in the mid-morning light. Where am I? Anna says softly. Anna tries to remember what happened to her and how she got there. She remembers bits and pieces, but nothing concrete. She tries to move her leg, but it's been put in a cast. Lance and Connor drive up at the van's parking spot. Chief, we're here, Connor says into the walkie-talkie. The van is parked outside of what looks like a chop shop of some kind that's across from a construction site. Did they use some random guy's van to take Anna? Connor asks. It could be a front, Lance says before getting out of the car. The garage door is open and the two walk in. They see an old sports car with no wheels and a guy wearing black coveralls. Hey, is this your spot? The guy's eyes instantly dart to Connor's black bulletproof vest and he sees a gold police badge. Warrant. Do you have warrant? The guy asks in a thick Russian accent. Do we, Connor? Lance asks and glances over. I thought Chief gave you the paper, Connor mumbles. The Russian guy narrows his eyes and shakes his head. Oh, you Americans, you never had warrant, the guy says as he wipes his hands off with a rag. Lance tilts his head down and looks back up. We're not here to search your place. We need to ask you something, Lance says. Yeah, we think your van was used in a kidnapping last night. The guy tilts his head. Last night I let an employee use the van. What he did while he had it, I don't know, the guy says while shaking his head and putting the rag down. Lance and Connor look at each other. What is this employee's name? Connor asks. The guy looks as if he's thinking. Yori Takahashi, the Russian guy says. Lance and Connor nod and they thank the guy before turning around and walk out. Wait, the guy says as Lance and Connor turn around. This may be a strange time, but I also repair cars. If you need some help, come back. Lance nods and thanks the man again before they walk out. Lance retracts his helmet as he gets back in the car with Connor. Chief, we got Viper's real name. Yori Takahashi, Connor says into the walkie-talkie. Alright, Connor, we're going to send units up to Port Chester. We're organizing a stakeout, so we'll ask witnesses about him in the van, the chief says.